What's up, everybody? So I am going to do another response. This one is for real talk. I'm sorry, man. I did not see this comment. I've been really busy with some stuff. I do some real estate. I do some Airbnb, Notary Republic stuff. Trying to run this trucking thing. I recently started a brokerage, and so on and so on. So I've been tied up a little bit, and I apologize. I didn't see your response or your questions. So you put, I just bought a trailer and trying to get everything together. And do you think it is a good time to start? So I would say anytime is a good time to start if that's what you want to do, if you want to get into it, because in anything you have to definitely start somewhere. Many people are complaining about the rates and stuff now, and um, you know, as with anything, rates are going to go up, rates are going to go down. It depends on the demand, but you can still make it in it either way. You just have to be a little bit more strategic with it now in some of the things that you're doing. Like looking at the Central Dispatch, which would be considered what the spot market. Just looking at different rates up here. Now I got everything up here set at 90 cents or above. But you know, it depends on what type of cars you're trying to haul. If you have a CDL, where you could take more than one car, what type of trailer you have. If you're starting off with a two-car hauler, non CDL, you obviously won't make as much as someone that's hauling three cars, or four cars, or five cars, or you may not have as many options as somebody that's hauling that many cars. So, I say that to say you have different variables that can kind of control what you're doing, what's going on. Taking for example this vehicle right here is a 2023 Ram ProMaster 2500 cargo van. Um, it's going from Greenville, which is where I am, to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's paying $400, 247 miles, $1.62 a mile. Now, me in particular, would I take this? No. To some will go crazy over this because it's $1.62 a mile, but it's not really a great rate when you think about what you're taking. You're taking a big cargo van. One, it's going to take up a lot of real estate on your trailer. Two, you're going to have a lot of windage with it, and so on and so on. And that's not really the main reason why I wouldn't take it. The main reason I wouldn't take it is because this is secure transport. But you also have a company up here called Anu Transport. They normally are around about the, I think, $2 mark with their vans. And then you have Reindeer Logistics, or is it Auto Relocation is one of them. They pay even better. With Reindeer, you might get a vehicle going from Durham to Fayetteville. They have a holding yard for Amazon vans in Fayetteville. I think it's through CLR or something of that nature. Where those they pay really good. So from Durham to Fayetteville, it's about 70 miles if I'm not mistaken. But that van might pay you $4 or $5 a mile, versus you see this van here is paying only $1.62 a mile. So it's like when you get in, you got to quickly start learning how things operate, how things go. This is another one here, where I think they had this one posted the other day at 575, and it makes this point here of not taking cheap freight or taking cheap vehicles. When people first get into the game, the first thing that they do is oh man, they see something out there for $1, they see something for 80 cents, it's going this way, that way, they jump right on it and take it. It's like, no, believe me, there's always some more money in it. They have these right here posted. is two vehicles, which are the 23 Ram ProMasters. They had them posted the other day for $575, and I think they started out cheaper than that. That was $1.51 a mile. Now all of a sudden, we can go up to 700. This one is 625. This one by itself, going to the same place, is paying $1.91 a mile. If you could pay $1.91 a mile for one, you could pay $1.91 a mile for two, which will put you at the 750 mark. So these can go up. This one right here is going to the same place, same vehicle, same weight, same length, all of it. It's paying $2.17 a mile. What's the difference, right? So if they can pay $425 for just one, they can do it down here. That means they can pay at least $850 for this load. Which if you would have took it when it first come out, oh man, that's great. I'm gonna grab it. It's $1.51 a van, and it's only paying $5.75. Next thing you know, somebody else get one for $8.50. Then you're looking like a dummy. I hate to say it, but that's the truth, right? But don't take cheap freight when you first get into it. Just because you haven't been in it long, some people will tell you no, but there's a lot of people that will give you a yes. So don't take cheap freight. And then when you get into it, if you feel like you're going to have a problem finding vehicles, go ahead and find you a dispatcher. That's something I'm in the process of starting as well, especially with starting the brokerage, having all sides of the trucking thing going. But find you a dispatcher. Now, with the dispatcher, they're really supposed to be working off your paperwork and so on and so on. But there's people out here that work the system, that know how to do it, and they do their thing or whatever. But getting a dispatcher can help you, find vehicles and keep vehicles on the trailer and keep you rolling and so on and so on. That depends too if you're planning on doing local, if you're planning on doing over the road. I have found that normally doing local stuff is paying more per mile than doing over the road stuff. Because it seems the further you want to go, the more or the further a load is going, the less that they want to pay for it. For me in particular, this would be local because it's only 190 miles, which is out towards Charlotte. So I'm on the east coast of North Carolina, and heading to Winston-Salem would be heading out west towards the other side of North Carolina. So it just kind of depends on, what you're looking at, what you're looking for. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find another van to give you a better example too. You take something like this, for instance, 3 Point Auto Sales is going from Kenley to Rock Hill. This is another thing. This is 2007 Chevy Avalanche. That thing is weighing 5,500 pounds, and it's taking up at least 21 inches on your trailer. So that's maybe close to 20 feet, something of that nature. I'll imagine. Not doing the math straight out of my head, so don't hold me on that. But for that to be paying $1 per mile, I wouldn't touch it nowhere. One is heavy, and then it's putting weight on your trailer. If you're doing non-CDL with this one, you will have to find a really small car like this Honda Civic to try to match up with it if it's obviously going in the same direction, because you wouldn't be able to find another SUV or another truck to put up there, because non-CDL, you're only going to be able to play around with about 10,000 pounds, maybe 9,500 to 10,000 pounds, give or take, unless you get one of those lightweight trailers. Then of course you can play around a little bit more, but your average trailer, that's all you'll be able to play around with. So something heavy like that, to take it for $1, no, not doing it. Even if I had to deadhead to the house from South Carolina or from somewhere, I still wouldn't take that, because to me it's the principle of the matter. It would pay for fuel, but nope, not doing it. Because another thing you think about you're doing is you're putting wear and tear on your trailer, wear and tear on your vehicle, and all that kind of stuff like that. This Nissan Sentra right here for $1.08, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either, because it's only 3,000 pounds and 183, so somewhere around about that 15-foot mark. It's not taking up a lot of real estate, and it's definitely not heavy on your trailer. So something like that would be worth it if you're looking to match up. Because of course with Doing vehicle transport, you're doing a lot of partials. Is what it is the equivalent of when you're doing freight. You're finding different vehicles to match to take where you're trying to take it at. That's another thing in talking about the difference in vehicles. With a car, dollar a mile might not be bad, but with if it's a truck, man, you can see people up here taking 3500s, Rams or Fords for $1 a mile. And it's like, man, you're a complete fool because that truck weighs about 8,000 pounds. It's 21 something feet long, and $1 a mile, no sir, not happening. So that's one thing you have to think about when you're getting into it. $3 a mile, but it's a short trip. It's local. Local pays more for vehicles than going over the road. But obviously, you can make money doing either or. If you're doing local stuff, you're doing a more work because there's a lot more loading and unloading. If you're doing over the road, you might be headed down 400 miles before you take off the car. If it's local, you might be changing out cars every 100 miles or every 50 miles or whatever. Okay, here's a good example. So the other vans that you saw earlier, they were 23 Ram ProMasters. They were 2500s, which ain't too much of a difference between that 1500 cargo van here and the 2500s. This is for Don Jackson Chrysler Jeep Dodge, or Dodge Jeep. That's out of Morrisville going to Cummins, Georgia. So they're only paying $1.05 for these vans. Now, if you can get the vans from the other company for $1.62, would it make sense to come down here now and start taking vans for $1.05? So once you get started, you'll start figuring that out of how much money you can make, how much money you're leaving on the table. Because a lot of times, man, when you're taking, if this vehicle sits here, let's see when this was posted. So it was posted on 3/24, 2 days ago, and the pickup date's 27. So they're not desperate for it right now, right? If this vehicle sit up here a few days, they'll get desperate. When they get desperate, you'll start seeing that number go up, right? So if you could take that number up when you're desperate, you can take it up from the beginning. But of course, they're going to try to save as much money as they can, which is, of course, their goal. All right, so check this out. This is one perfect example. Pressure Yelder Logistics. Obviously, they got way more money in this than 1375 because there ain't too many people that's in this game that's going to take a F-250 somewhere for 92 cents. Now, new people coming in, oh man, they see that 1375. It's like, oh my God, I gotta have it, right? Like, no. Mm-mm. Now, you call and ask them for this vehicle, they'll give it to you right now because they know it ain't paying crap. And they don't care if you're new or not, it's not paying anything. For an F-250, you should at least be getting paid $1.50 to $2 per mile off top, no questions asked. If you're not, it ain't worth taking. Look at this F-450 cab and chassis. I don't care if it is a cab and chassis. $1.17, not moving it. This Titan right here, this Titan is 7,396 pounds, right? It's 243 inches long. Ain't no way in the world I would take this for $1.22. It's not happening. Now, somebody's going to take it, obviously, but I wouldn't do it because that's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle. And if you're non-CDL, you're not putting too much other up there with that. Because even if a while ago, like you saw that Honda Civic or that Sentra, I think it was Nissan Sentra, it was 3,000 pounds. You wouldn't even be able to put those two together, depending on what you're carrying on your truck and your trailer, because that's probably going to put you overweight and you're going to be in CDL class. So let's see here. Just looking at some of the different prices up here, like this 2023 Tesla model, there's more money they got into that, definitely. I mean, you're talking about a 2023 Tesla. Y'all can't put more than that than 93 cents. What it is they know somebody will come up here and take this like a dummy for 93 cents. And this company right here is going to keep the rest of the money. They're probably paying at least $2 possibly $3 a mile to go ahead and get this vehicle taken, or either that broker is charging a fee, and going from there. But more than likely, with this, you're going to be leaving money on the table if you take it for that cheap. Let's see. I don't even know where Randall, man, North Carolina is. Jesus. Toyota Tundra, $1.09. I wouldn't take it. It's going all the way to Alabama. Not happening. Not for no $1.09. And this is ship your car now, right? I know they got way more money into that because I've seen them post cars out here for $3 a mile, real quick, fast, and easy. So they definitely got more money into this. Ready Logistics, great company, but they play games. 98 leave this thing sitting up here. Oh, okay, so these two companies are in competition because this is the same vehicle. That's another thing you'll run into too, man. You would book this with this company right here, go to pick it up, and come to find out this company right here, somebody from this company already picked up the vehicle. You gotta be careful when you see these things listed twice by different companies because it might not be there when you get there. But you can see they got it posted for $1.09 a mile. They got it posted for 98 cents a mile. And I know Ready Logistics, when they first post something, it's going to be cheap as crap. But you can go to their website and you can put in bids. They had a box truck up here one time that was coming out of Greenville going to Statesville, North Carolina, which is about 80 miles or something of that nature. I think it is 160 miles. No, I'm incorrect. Excuse me. It's 230 miles or something of that nature. So they put a box truck up there for about $228, and it was a short one, small, and it had the cabin chassis for a pickup. My boy ended up going up there playing around, and he put in a bid on it for $900. And he didn't think he was going to get it. I get up there and look up there. I'm like, who in the world booked this doggone box truck? You know what I mean? And he's like, man, I put a bid in for $900, but I didn't think they were going to give it to me. Sure enough, they gave it to him. Long story short is, if you would have took it at $230 something, which somebody would have, they would have left at least $600 sitting on the table, a little bit more, $600 sitting on the table. So it just kind of depends. Not to go down a rabbit hole. Let me see how long this video is. Yep, it's time to wrap it up. So, is it a good time to get started in it? Anytime's a good time to get started in it. Many people are saying don't get into it, but I mean, as with anything, man, it can be up and down. It just, honestly, it kind of depends on what you make it. Again, right here, you see one of these vans right here. Now, passenger vans are heavier than cargo vans, and they got this posted for $1.67. So, once you get in and you start learning the game, man, you start learning the vehicles, start learning what most of them are paying for, and all that type of stuff like that. That's where your success is going to come in at. If you get out here and you start taking these cheap vehicles and you start going places and you're dead hitting a lot, so on and so on, you won't succeed with it. It also depends on variables like, do you have a truck payment? Are you going to have a trailer payment? What type of trailer you going to get? I would tell you right now, man, if I could start over, I wouldn't have got the trailers that I got when I started, because I started, and also if you could possibly go get your CDL before you get started, if you don't have it already, that's a great idea too. Because when I started, I was doing 2 cars. I had a 34-foot trailer. It was a lightweight trailer, but at the same time, I could only fit 2 cars up there or a car in the truck. And if I had a car in the truck, I was definitely hanging off the back. And sometimes with 2 cars, I was hanging off the back, but you can be hanging off the back of your trailer or overhang at least 4 feet, as long as you got a flag back there. But I didn't like that overhang, so I ended up buying a 43-foot low-profile trailer, which is not bad. And it's advertised as a 3-car trailer hauler, but in getting it, the realization is, unless you're getting 3 small cars every time you're going somewhere, a lot of times you're still going to be down to two cars everywhere you go. And when I say small cars, I'm talking 15 feet or less. And then you can put some flip outs on the back, but you're still going to be limited around about that 15 foot, 16-foot mark per car. So if I could go back, I would have bought me a wedge from the beginning. Because even buying a wedge with now you wouldn't be able to get the dual tandems, because I don't think they'll drop those for you. But the ones that got the tri-axles on them, and they're single wheel tri-axles, um, I think they're rated. Most of them are rated at what, 21,000 pounds or 20,000 pounds. They'll drop those down, derate those down to 12,000 pounds for you. Because if you got a Ram or F1, not F-150, but a F-350 or something of that nature, that truck should be weighing in GVWR somewhere 14,000 pounds. So under CDL, you'll have to be at 12,000 to match those numbers up. But if I could have started off in the beginning, I would have went on and got me a wedge trailer and had it derated to be under CDL requirement. That way, when I was ready to go, I do have a CDL now, but that way, with getting the CDL, I wouldn't have been in a pickle of trying to, hey, now I need to find me a 3-car hauler. I would already have had one. I just would have had to get back in touch with the company to uprate the trailer again. That's another thing to think about too with whatever trailer company you have. Before I buy a trailer now, I always call the company and make sure that I can derate and uprate them anytime I want to. Because some of these companies like Lamar, I've been able to derate, but sometimes some of them will give you a problem. Bull City trailers, not City, Jesus. Bull, what's the name of that doggone trailer? I can't even think of the name of it. They don't want to derate or uprate their trailers, except for when you first buy it from the manufacturer. I would never buy another trailer through them. Mostly, I deal with Kaufman and deal with Appalachian. You can uprate them, derate them as much as you want to. It's just a matter of just going through their process, sending in a form, sending in your license, a picture of the trailer, the either the title or the registration to prove that it's in your name, and they'll do it every other day if you want them to. But different variables like that come into play with it. So can you be successful in it? You absolutely can, as long as you get in it and you're doing everything that you can to make it. Depending on whether you're going local or over the road. As long as you are not taking cheap freight, you can make it in it. Another variable to it is also insurance. Insurance for car hauling is a little bit higher than freight. That's something to consider and think about also. If you're going to be on the car side of it, it's a little bit higher. But yeah, you definitely can make it, man. So jump out there, man. Make sure you do your research first. For your area in particular. And if you let me know what area you're in, man, I can go up here and search it out on Central or something of that nature to see what cars are paying in your area or what's coming out of your area and all that kind of stuff. If you want me to do that, just let me know. And I'll do that as well. And for anybody else that's looking at the video, if you want me to check your area, just put it up there. Put a comment up there, and I'll go go up here and make a video of checking your area so that you can see that. But yeah, man. If you have any questions, man, just reach out to me, man. I'll help you as much as I can. I did create an email address. Let me see, can I find it real quick? I did create an email address for this. I hate getting all these doggone emails. I don't even know where it is. I don't care if you see my email. If you send something to it, and you probably won't get a response. Be honest with you, unless it go to that email in particular. I think I made it at. I'm gonna check it and put it up there in the comments. I think it made it at Joe at gmail.com is what I think I did with it. So, but you could definitely make it, man. So, do your research. Got any more questions? Hit me up, man. I'll try to post it. That email, man. And I also been thinking about getting a phone where people can call me on. I don't want to use the one I got because I don't want to get blowed up too bad up there. But I want to be able to have direct contact to be able to talk and all that kind of stuff to help out where I can. Because looking back, if I could do some things differently, I definitely would. But all right, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope I answered your question. And again, that was for real talk. And hopefully that got to what you need, man. But hey, get out here and kill it, man. All right, I'm out.